Hi, happy Tuesday check-in. When I was shuffling the cards and I was using the Muse Tarot, I was thinking about what the overall energy is for y'all, and one came out, so we're going to start there and then go from there. It's the 10 of Materials, which is the 10 of Pentacles. So what I'm hearing is community, generosity, compassion, stability, abundance, shared abundance, energy. So for those of you who are new and aren't familiar with this concept, I believe we all have an energetic reserve, and it's made of energy, right? And it's almost like a cylinder that just goes right through the middle of you. That's not, I didn't create that, but that's what I believe in. Ugh, I feel weird. I don't know why I feel so weird. Ah! Okay. All right. Anyway, I talk about filling your energetic reserve and then preserving it, right? So you want to fill this up, your center, and you do that by staying in alignment. And when your energy isn't stagnant, it's moving, right? You want to keep it moving. You want to fill that up by staying in alignment so that you build it up into an overflow of abundance, of energy. And that's what you give from. You give from your abundance and your overflow. You don't give from your reserve. So when you're doing things, you're making decisions and you're taking actions, you want to check it. Is this filling up my reserve? Am I preserving my reserve, or am I draining it? Because if you're not full and you're giving, you're draining from your reserve. You feel me? And that is coming up in this, is that about like really becoming a master of filling your own energetic reserve so that you have an overflow to give from. And your overflow is sharing. It's not just for you. This isn't just for you. It's you do it to keep yourself in alignment because that's what your duty is, your obligation. I don't like either of those words, but I can't think of a better one right now, but it's somewhere along those lines. Like a covenant. It's a covenant to yourself when you see yourself as a sovereign being, right? You do it to maintain that sovereignty. And the sovereignty is the balance between your human and your divine self. Your 3D and your energetic, esoteric, etheric selves coming together, working together, right? You do it for that, but it benefits everyone because we are all mirrors. So that's the overall energy right now. It's about family. It includes family. It includes generational wealth. It includes hard work and the decisions that you make to like have that solid ground underneath you, and the people and the organizations that you choose to work with. Are they contributing to your overflow, or are they taking from your overflow, taking from your center? What's on the bottom? The 2 of Swords. Inspiration is Wands. My bad. 2 of Wands. That is when you are presented with a new opportunity. It could be just coming in as like a thought, an idea, and it's something that excites you, but you have to move yourself. You have to make the choice, and then you have to follow through with it to get out of your comfort zone. It's something that you need to do it's going to be different than things you've done before. You might be uncomfortable about it in some ways. It definitely brings in a comfort zone, and leaving it in order to expand yourself and to attract into more of what is meant for you in an expansive way. So it's funny because there's a 2, which is the beginning of a path, and the 10, which is a completion. Okay, so what I'm hearing is there's also part of this could be visualizing what your end goal is, where you want to be, where do you see yourself, really visualizing that so that it can crystallize and materialize. But it's not going to just crystallize and materialize without action. My stim jar is calling for me. Ooh, stim jar break. So pretty. Sparkly is my favorite color. Yay. Okay, stem jar. Thank you. I love my stem jar. All right. Let me see what's under the Two of Wands just to... Oh, another two. The Two of Swords. Hilarious. Okay. The Two of Swords shows up in the beginning, when you're on the beginning of something, of making a decision, and you are out of your knowing because you're in your thinking too much. Is this moving? My tripod is screwy and it like falls down, so I try to be on top of it, but I don't really look at me. I look at you, so I don't always notice when it's happening. So I apologize if like it gets to here and I didn't realize it. Sorry. If that happens, you can yell at the screen because maybe I'll pick up on it, even though I'm doing this in what would be your past. You know what I mean? Whatever. Energy is cool. Okay, back to this. The Two of Swords shows up when you're thinking too much, because we have the tool of thinking, but we want to use it to discern. We don't want to be in a state of thinking. We want to be in a state of knowing, which is somewhere between. It's not in thinking, it's using your mind instead of your brain. How else can I explain it? It's knowing and being instead of deciphering and analyzing. We want to use those tools only as tools and not get stuck in them or identify with them. And so it's something is going on right now that you're using too much of this instead of checking your energetic reserve to see how full it is, because once it's full, the answers will come to you. So why don't we do, where are you now? Where does the universe want you to be? And what do you need to do to get there? I don't know. Maybe we're going to do the Nature's Whispers. That just, let's see. Where are you now? Jeanne Aiko song, I've mentioned it before, is in my head, Born Tired. So that might be relevant for some of you. Look it up if that resonates with you. Where is the collective right now? Where does the universe want you to be? Breakthrough is where the universe wants you to be. Oh, I like that. I don't know where, the one where you are now is turned over, so I can't see it. And what do you need to do to get there? Yeah, that song won't stop leaving. It's in my head. 3 deep breaths, 10 steps backwards, going backwards. Now I'm switching lanes. That part. Okay. Not going to tell you where. Okay, fine. Amplify your positive emotions and make a wish is how you get to the breakthrough. Okay, hold on. We're going to look at the bottom first. Contemplation. That goes right in alignment with here. Contemplation, not overthinking. Contemplation. That implies peace, meditation, not really thinking, you know what I mean? It's like getting yourself in a space where you're open to receive and having a focus. Like you have something that you're trying to figure out, but you're not using the wheels in your brain to figure it out. It's like you just focus on this, whatever this is that you're trying to decide right now, and then you get yourself centered. You get yourself right, is what I just heard. And That's contemplation, where the things are just coming to you and they're passing by, like you're watching a river or a stream, and you're watching things come by, and then as your focus, things shift your focus or become into focus, it'll pop something in your head, and then when it leaves your focus, your eyesight, it goes. You're not controlling what's coming, so you want to be in a place of receiving. And keep your dreams alive. Keep your dreams alive. That's beautiful. Let's do that a little closer for you. Okay, what I just heard there is, if something has happened that has shifted your reality in a pretty significant way, where there may be a timeline where there wasn't, or the timeline shifted, which would have an effect, if you're thinking about it, on your goals and dreams in life, this is saying, don't let what's happening shift your dreams. Don't give up on them. Put energy into them. You might have to shift how your perspective is, right? And it might show up in a different way than you had thought. But okay, what I'm hearing is you're not controlless. I don't think that's a word. You don't have a lack of control here. How do I say that in a different way? This isn't something you can control, right? You're not powerless. You're not powerless. You still have power. It's just taking a different form and showing up in a different way than what you had previously thought. Make sense? I need to put my fan on. Okay, let's see where you are right now. Intuition, baby Bubba's intuition. Look at that crown chakra lighting up, just lighting up. My crown chakra was throbbing literally all day yesterday, all the way into the night. I couldn't sleep. I was up for fucking 4 hours past my bedtime because I couldn't sleep because of my throbbing crown chakra. So the Schumann resonance, if some of you are familiar with that, if not, you can look it up. SCHUMANN, Schumann resonance, was like wild for the past few days, and the moon and all of that stuff. So there's shifting happening and planetary shifting. I think Venus, Jupiter, I might be getting that wrong right now, but there's something going on right now where we coming out of a retrograde and going into something else. Astrology isn't my strong suit, but I pay attention to it, but I don't retain it. So if any of this is like sparking something in you, go ahead and look it up. Okay, right now, your intuition is online. I just heard, this girl is on fire. Your intuition's on fire. A lot of singing today. Sorry. It's trying to come in. So what do you need to do to let it come in? To let this breakthrough happen? Look at this. It's like your true form. You're about to take your true form. You're embodying your true form more than you ever have before. And it's really calling in all of the elements, all of the forms of existence, not just a human body. It's your etheric body, right? Too. It really is about that, about becoming, about balancing, about harmony. You're right there on the precipice of a breakthrough, and that's where the universe wants you to be. So what does that mean? That means behaviors that you've done in the past that have kept you stagnant and stuck, you need to abandon those. You need to do things that you aren't fully comfortable doing, and maybe you're just not used to them. Maybe you're developing. You're in the beginning stages. Remember the twos, the two twos that came up? You're, but also the 10, right? So that's saying you have it all. It's right here. You just, how you get to the 10 is up to you. And how you start to get to the 10 is by challenging your behaviors that keep you stuck and small and staying in the same place, staying in what's comfortable. Right now, the guidance is to move yourself, to expand it into something that's uncomfortable for a while. It's going to feel a little weird as you're getting used to it and taking it on because it's not familiar, but it's not bad. Not everything uncomfortable is bad or negative, right? I'm sure you all know that. You can think about real life experience to draw from there. I don't know why this just wants to be. Clear quartz. Lots of different things are calling to be in this reading today. Amethyst. We'll pull the chakra card at the end, and that will give us crystals to work with and chakras. So I'm curious to see if there's a connection between those. Okay, the way to do this, to get to this breakthrough, is to amplify your positive emotions. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? Keep filling that energetic reserve, and do that by focusing on the positive here. Even if there's going to be positive and negative always, right? And you are being confronted with something that has a good amount of negative, but the guidance is to shift it from the negative, and the answer is in the positive. And it's all about expansion. Your spiritual medicine is a very big component and an important component right now in order for you to heal through whatever you're going through and to get you to the next level that the universe has intended for you. Make a wish. Go back to when you were a child and your inner child. Hold that inner child. Nurture that inner child. Keep that inner visualizations and the energy of your inner child strong and in your center. Keep your dreams alive and make a wish, right? You do have some say right now. In tarot, we have the wheel, right? The wheel is spinning and moving, and that's already been predestined. We had a choice in it. We already agreed to it before we came through. As humans, we forget a lot because we're untaught our magical side, our divine side, our etheric side, right? So our job is just to get on the wheel and stay on and keep it moving. But because of choices we make, we can slow it down, it can go backward, we can fall off the wheel. Right now, the guidance is saying that we have a choice here, and we can determine how fast, slow, and what direction the wheel's going in one direction, right? But we are contributors to how smooth or bumpy or quick or slow the wheel moves to get there. And the guidance is believe in magic, believe in your magic, believe in your energy. Energy is currency. You are not powerless or hopeless. You have more control than you think. Just things look different than what you imagined that they would be. Okay, let's pull some tarot just so we get a little bit. Let me think about, what do I want to pull it on? I want to pull it on, show me with tarot what steps the collective can take to get to the breakthrough, to stay in that energy, to get them to the breakthrough. And we're going to use the field tarot. Are we? I don't know. Maybe we're not. Maybe, let's see. No, we are. Okay, Two of Cups sideways. Going into the upright, so that's good. So, okay, hold on. Oh, that one. Okay. Oh. Do I want? I do. I want one more. Yes, I did. We have the King of Cups, Scorpio, control, and the Four of Swords, rest. Okay. Emotional regulation, emotional maturity, emotional stability, unconditional love as an action, self first, building all of that up, rebuilding. There's a kind of restoration and healing happening right now, calling in all of the elements: earth, air, fire, water, ether. 5 elements, not just 4. Okay? Really embodying your true self in a way of having a steady cup to offer. So again, we're coming back to that energetic reserve and preserving it. Really work on that right now. Okay. The 2 of Cups sideways going into the upright. The 9 of Pentacles, culmination. The 6 of Wands, success. And the 4 of Pentacles, stability. Yes. Okay. This is cool. I'll show you all of them. And then we'll get into it. Then that song just wants 3 deep breaths. That just keeps going over and over my head. Listen to that song. Jhene is her name. Aiko. Aiko. Jhene Aiko. Born Tired. It's a super motivational song for me. Okay. So the guidance first is you're still building up your relationship to source, whatever your source is. You're fortifying it right now. You're really like understanding it in a different way. And so that understanding is going to change how you show up. You might add things to your spiritual practice. You might be deepening a spiritual practice. You might be beginning a spiritual practice, but it means your spiritual practice. The 2 of Cups, the way that I read it, is your relationship with Source first. You recognize your divinity, and then you recognize where it came from, and then how you harmonize it, right? You can't show up as part of a communion with another person fully and wholly until you are that yourself. You can, but it's not going to be healthy or in alignment. You know what I mean? Like you want to show up as 2 actualized energies, separate, that recognize each other, choose each other, and then commit to bringing your energies together and creating a third energy that you both hold sacred. And it is a reflection of your relationship with Source, each separate and together. You know what I mean? But before you can get to that, it's just like the 6 of Cups or the Lovers, you need to get here to the 2 of Cups with this making it right with your relationship with Source first. And this is saying that you're still building up on that, which goes in alignment with everything else. Intuition, right? There's still receiving that needs to happen before this breakthrough can happen. There's still healing that needs to happen before you can really show up and offer. This could either be you offering your cup of love or you receiving, someone else is offering a cup of love to you. But this is the building up of that. And how are we getting there? By being a master alchemist, by being the mini empress. The 9 of Pentacles. Discs or pentacles. Autonomous, independent, fully whole. Don't derive your identity from being a reflection of anything but Source and yourself. No human, no job identity, no identity, just understanding your isness, right? Oh, maybe I'll call this the... If I don't write down the titles, I never remember them. And I don't even know if I'm going to call this, but it's also my least favorite part is the titles. Also, like, is the intro, which I don't even do really anymore, if you've noticed. If you go way back, I used to do a whole spiel thing. And no, I hated doing that, so I don't do that. I just start talking. Sorry. My head is itchy because I really need to wash my hair. It's very early. I just woke up and then came in here to do this. Okay. So you're fortifying your relationship, your energetic reserve, and your relationship with Source, right? And you're doing that by really knowing yourself, building yourself, your restoration of your energetic reserve, a new, clearer vision of why you're here and what you're meant to do and what is going to fulfill you. It's going to be successful, not just successful to you, but seen outside of you from external sources as successful. You're going to achieve whatever this is that you're working on right now. And you're going to be fully balanced, showing up, and recognized from external, not just knowing inside, but the mirror that you are, and the light that you are is being reflected back. You don't need it. You don't need that, but that is what's going to happen. And you're going to be able to handle that. You're not going to take that into, you're not going to identify as it. You're just going to be it. And then like energies will be drawn to you. You understand what I'm saying? If those things fall away, it doesn't shift who you are. You remain. What is this word that's trying to come through? It's not a word. Stale something? I don't know what the word is. It is not a word. Stale front? That's not a word, but that's what I keep hearing. I feel like there's multiple voices trying to talk to me at the same time. I don't know. If you have an idea of what the word is or words coming in my head, forefront is one, but put it in the comments. I'm confused. I don't know what that is. I'm going to move on. It doesn't really matter. It's something, but it's okay. Okay. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I am actually loving this because the Four of Pentacles in the upright is being in a place of pause because you feel comfortable enough, but you're comfortable enough, but you haven't reached where you're meant to be. And you could just stay where you are and be fine, but you wouldn't grow. You wouldn't reach where you're supposed to, where you're meant to go. And it being in the reverse is saying that you are giving up the comfort of knowing to choose the unknown to become fully you. Yes, I love that for y'all. This is beautiful. It's not easy, but there's peace here. So there you go. That's the reading. That's a lot. Take it in, sit with it. We're gonna pull this sacred self-care for you so you can have some more tools about what to do right now. Oh, that song won't leave my head. We'll take those. And we'll take this guy. All right. Health checkup. This one has been coming up in the past however many readings on Patreon too. I have a Patreon. The link should be below in the description. It's $10 a month. You get 8 readings a month. They're different than the readings that are over here. And if I do this early, I post it early over there for access for Patreon before it comes on to YouTube. Just FYI. Yeah, and then you get bonus reads as they come up and posts and different things over there. So over here we do like a general dive into you, and over there we do a really deep dive. So if you really want to be like your youest you in a really deep, honest, unfiltered way, then that Patreon is for you. regardless. You can also buy individual Patreon readings for $10. So it's $10 individual or $10 for the month membership. Okay, anyway, health checkup. Your health is directly affected by your spiritual connectivity, is what I just heard. There are things that need to be addressed or deepened, and also not just one. It's, if whatever your primary focus was on health, it's time to widen that a little and take in some modalities that you might not have been comfortable with before, but you might need right now. And it's also a recognition of like how those fit together and how combined they could really help a lot of people. Aromatherapy. So your sense of smell is really important right now. And utilizing that to call in your intuition, to calm your body. It's connected to your health, however that is for each of you, and build strength. Look at that. Physical and spiritual connectedness. You are the driver of your human body, and all of these different modalities can be helpful, but you at some point, and right now it's saying this, and using aromas as part of this, you have to take action. It can't just be the modalities that you're calling on. You have to follow through with some kind of physical action that builds your strength up in whatever ways that's relevant. If you want to share in the comments, go for it. You might find other people going through similar stuff. Let's see what's on the bottom. Be still. This one's also been coming up. It's receiving time. It's active and receptive. All right, let's get your angel connections to see what kind of signs and symbols are going on around you. We'll take that one. Angels are often felt but not seen. You might experience a cold, tingly feeling on your skin or the back of your neck. Fear not, this is the angel drawing close to you. So it's just about being aware of those etheric, esoteric energies. It's being aware of energy and how it is real and present and shows up for you. Angel energy travels to Earth by way of beautiful orbs of light. These spheres or rays are not always visible to the human eye, so if you manage to see them, know that you are blessed. So any little pockets of boop boop, little dots of light, I mean, maybe it's pots, but maybe it's not. Maybe any little flares, that's a sign of divinity being on your side, right? That's showing that you're not alone. And looking up to the clouds, this one's been coming up too. You may find yourself inspired to look up at the clouds overhead. There it is, an angel in all its glory watching over you. So if you're confused about something, or you're searching for something, or you feel stressed out, and you can look up at the sky and see what you see. There might be a sign for you, okay? Let's get your chakra card. Green ocean jasper, heart chakra, surprise, surprise, connection. Father divine and Mother Earth make love in your heart. That harmony about bringing both together. And right now it goes right in with this, the King of Cups, your heart chakra, unconditional love to self first, right? For source first. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Thanks for hanging out and sharing your energy. I will be on Patreon on Thursday. On Thursdays over on Patreon, because I have under 10 paying members, I do mini reads, little like 10 to 15 minute, it's however long for each person, because I can right now, because I have under 10. Once I get over 10 paying members, it will become too much time for me to do that, but I would switch to signs, doing by signs, because right now I do collective reading in general on Sundays for Patreon, and then personal mini reads on Thursdays. So if you're on Patreon, I'll see you over there. If not, I'll see you back over here on Friday. Don't have any doctor appointments this Friday, not scheduled, so there shouldn't be any deterrent for me doing the Friday reading. Okay, Ciao, ciao. Till then, bye.